Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective tarot for today. Today is Monday. It is May 11th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever it doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. Don't take on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Straight Talking Tarot by Hattie Thorne. You can find it at hattiethorne.com. She also has an Etsy shop. I put it in my link tree for so-called easy access, and then I realized it's just easier for you to type in hattiethorne.com. I'm just saying. And I just like to promote her because I think her cards are sweet. Sweet. We got one on the table. It's in the reverse. Oh, shit. We got one major in the reverse. Three on the table. Ooh. Three on the table, one major in reverse. My nose is stuffy. It's stuffy. Stuffy. I always like to get like 4, 5, 6 cards before I say last two shuffle. All right, let's do 2 more shuffles. Four on the table. Last shuffle. I've had a few want to fall out, but none are really falling out. What is that? Oh, I can't put that there because illusion. All right, we got 5 with bottom of the deck. Okay, I'm seeing the Lovers card from the first time, I'm pretty sure. There's naked people on it. How am I supposed to cover that up? I don't believe in covering that up. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that if you have a tarot deck, you have to cover up the naughty bits of cartoons for YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. I think that's so ridiculous. But yet it's okay to have pedophiles advertising for children everywhere. That's fine. But don't show any fake boobs on a cartoon character. Crazy. We got the High Priestess in reverse. We got the 8 of Pentacles. We got the 4 of Wands. We got the Page of Swords. And bottom of the deck, sorry guys. We got 7 of Cups, bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Is this? Let me look at this High Priestess. I gotta look it in the upright, even though, like, I know it's... Okay. How do I say? Somebody is looking at another person, and this is like somebody, like, let's say, I'm going to use my favorite name. Let's say Tina and I have been best friends, right, for 10 years. And I tell Tina everything, right? Let's say one day I realize Tina doesn't really tell me much. Like, she does, but like nowhere near the volume of information I give her about myself, you know? So I decide, you know what? I still like Tina. We're still friends. We can still go get a margarita. Our kids can still play together. But I'm not going to give her as much information as I used to. Like, I'm going to go a little rogue, and I'm going to go a little quiet. And it's like Tina is realizing that she's not really getting anything from me. Like, I'm not really telling her, how my husband is or my wife is, and I'm not talking about my kids, and I'm not talking about my job, and I'm not talking about, the new things we're doing to our home for the summer. Like, Tina is realizing that she's not getting as much information on me as she would like. Like, she doesn't know what's going on with me anymore. And whoever this lovely Tina is, let me tell you, this lovely, lovely little Tina. Um, this is someone. This is someone. Did you see that? Was that like dust in the air, or was that a floater? Was that a? It like kind of like went across. Anyway, we got ghosts here. Whatever. Poltergeist, Jinn, doesn't matter. I look at the mirror when I say Jinn. When you coming back, buddy? I miss you. This is someone trying with this Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Like like let's say Tina and I work together too. Okay, let's say that's how we met. That's how we became friends. We work in the same office. This is like Tina going around to like our mutual little friends and being like, "Hey, did Kim tell you anything about what's going on? Like, what's she up to? What's she doing?" And she's with this Eight of Pentacles, like, she's working really hard. Like, she's like trying to butter up people, trying to like, I don't want to say that she's trying to dig up dirt, but at the same time, like, she might be because with the Page of Swords, it's like, and I don't know why I keep feeling the need to say it as this example, but I'm gonna go with it. Tina Tina is asking around, right? Like I said, we're in the same office. We come from the same office. She's asking mutual friends in the office, "Hey, what's up with Kim? What's going on with Kim?" She hasn't told me anything, but something's going on, right? Like, and people are starting to look at this person like, "Why are you asking about her?" Like, if Kim didn't tell you the information, if Kim didn't tell you what's going on in her life, Kim don't want you to know, right? Right? If you're no longer a part of Kim's life, right? People are starting to look at Tina funny. Like She's too curious. I keep looking at this card, and at the bottom it says curiosity. Like, she's too curious. Like, people are like, why does she need to know? Like, why, like, I thought you two were best friends. Like, she doesn't tell you anything? Like, why are you asking me? And then these people are talking to each other, Craig, Janice, Brenda, Brenda. And they're all talking to each other, and they're like, why is Tina asking about Kim? Aren't they supposed to be friends? What's going on there? Why is she being so nosy? If Kim wanted her to know, she would tell her, right? Like, are they not friends anymore? Like, there's some kind of like, if there's gossip, it's about the two people together. But they're looking at Tina. They're looking at Tina like, why do you need this information? Like, shouldn't you already have that? Aren't you supposed to be like buddies? And who not Tina, but whoever these people are that Tina is going to like ask questions about me, right? Those people are more emotionally evolved. They're more healing, more enlightened, because I'm looking at this Four of Wands, and the home sweet home at the bottom really stands out to me, and this safety. So whoever she's talking to, trying to get information on me, they're literally thinking in their head, well, we're not going to tell you. Like, if she didn't want you to know, we're not going to tell you. We're not going to start the gossip. You want to go out there and gossip, go right ahead, but we're not going to tell you what's happening. Let's say I tell Janice and the other two, because now I can't remember their names. Let's say I tell them, like, oh, I'm going to run a marathon in 3 weeks. I've been practicing for the last 2 months. But I don't tell Tina this because I just don't want her to know, like, there's too much unequal give and take there. Like, I not that I don't still like her, right? But are we friends? Are we really friends? So I'm talking to Janice and the other two around the water cooler, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna run a marathon in like 3 weeks. These 3 people are not going to pass along that information. Like, all 3 of these people that I just told that information to, like, they're I want to say mentally sound. They're not gossipers. They're going to hold that in. They consider that, I don't know why I heard cherished information. They consider that like in the vault. Have you ever watched Seinfeld, where Elaine's like, it's in the vault? Like, they're not gonna talk my shit to anybody because I don't talk their shit to anybody. Do you know what I mean? Like, when like recognizes like, that's it. We're friends. We both do the same thing. We can count on each other. We can rely on each other. I know you're not going to rat me out or cheat me, and I'm not going to do that to you. But Tina, like, they're looking at Tina like, A, you should already know this. You're friends. And B, we're not going to tell you. Like, you shouldn't technically tell us. Why would we tell you, And it kind of, like, whoever Tina is getting the information from, I don't know why I feel the need to keep using the example, but I don't know. Whoever Tina's getting the information from, like, they're closed lips sink ships, and they're gonna let it sink because they're not saying nothing. They don't think it's their business to pass along other people's business, and I wholeheartedly agree. And I used to not. I used to be a really bad gossiper. I used to gossip a ton, especially when I used to hang out with certain people at work years ago. I just can't anymore. I can't. That was like last week when my friend was on vacation. She was on vacation all week. And on the first day, on Monday, she was gone, right? I think she left on Monday. I had like three people ask me, like, where is she? And I was just like, on vacation. I did not feel comfortable telling them anything more than that. Like, I didn't want to tell them where she went, blah, 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 who she went with. No, I said she's on vacation and I left it at that. Because I've just gotten to the point where, like, I don't want people sharing my shit. Not that I don't expect it, because I do, but I don't want people sharing my shit, so I'm not going to share theirs. It's that simple. It's just like, I think it was maybe December or January. One of my other friends, her son has health issues. And no, sorry. Well, all of her kids have different health issues. Her daughter was going in for surgery. And, she told me, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, I hope she's okay, blah, 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 because she ended up being gone for, I think, like 2 or 3 days after the surgery. So I texted her like the next day, but like later, like after work. So technically, like a day and a half later, I texted her and asked if everything was okay and asked if she was okay. And she texted me back everything was fine. And like I said, I think she was there on Monday, I want to say, but she was gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and she came back on a Friday, I think. And when she came back on Friday, my friend who was on vacation was like, "Oh, where were you?" And I looked at the woman that, her daughter was having surgery, and I just looked at her and I was like, because I don't tell people shit. I'm not going to tell people that her daughter's going in for surgery. That's not my business to tell. And I wouldn't know if she wants everybody to know. Like, I'm not really that private of a person. So if shit gets out about me, I don't really care. But at the same time, as the years have passed, these last few years, I just realized it's probably better if nobody knows what I have going on, so that I can protect my peace from all the freaking haters. But anyway, my friend kind of looked at me, and I said, when she left, she explained that her daughter had surgery and all that, and that she was out for a few days. And when she left, my other friend looked at me and I said, I'm not going to tell you other people's stuff. And she goes, no, no, no. She's like, well, it wasn't that. She's like, I was just surprised that her daughter had surgery. But you could look at it and be like, oh, well, surgery, it's not a big deal. Why can't you tell somebody's kid had surgery? Because it's not my business to tell. That's why. you know, Whoever these people are, they are exactly like that. Like, they are of that mind. They're like, I'm not going to tell you. It's none of your business. I like that. I really do. I really do like that. Because, like I said, it took me a long time to get out of my gossip phase. I was like that for a long time. And then when I finally got out of it, I was just like, this is so nice. And I think I've told you guys before, if you follow, if you subscribe, there are times now where I find out stuff like weeks, months after everybody else. Like, oh, you didn't know that? No, I didn't fucking know that. What am I, Kreskin? Like, I'm literally trying to keep myself out of the gossip. Literally. How would I know that? Why would I know that? Makes me laugh every time. Anyway, they're looking at Tina like there's something wrong there. And she's like doubling down. She's like, I gotta figure out what's going on. Like, what is going on with my friend? Like, why is she not telling me anything? Because you're nosy and you don't tell her anything. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I get ex best friend vibes, you guys. Like, if you follow, if you subscribe, when I say my ex best friend, you guys know who my ex best friend is. You guys know. Like, I used to share everything with that woman, everything. And it wasn't until after everything that happened and I went no contact and I stopped talking to her and I started my healing journey at the beginning of 2023 is when I realized, like, I probably literally know nothing about this woman. Like, since we probably hit like 18, 19, 20, somewhere around there, I probably literally know nothing about this woman. Like, she probably is not at all what she portrays herself to be to most people. Like, seriously. Whoever Tina thinks that I'm hiding something with the last card, 7 of Cups. Like she thinks that I'm hiding something. Like I have a big secret I don't want anybody to know. And the thing is I probably don't even really have a big secret. You know what I mean? Like, I'm probably just literally out there living my life and just not wanting to share, because why would you share with somebody that doesn't share back? Why would you give someone ammunition over your life? They don't give you ammunition, you know? Like, yeah, Tina thinks I have something to hide. I don't know that she's necessarily like delving into tarot or anything like that to find answers. I don't think that's the case. But I'm picturing the magic 8 ball. Do you guys remember the magic 8 ball? Like, I'm picturing someone like just like even maybe just putting it out to the atmosphere, right? Like asking God. Like, I literally just picture somebody like asking questions and like waiting for an answer. If you're not supposed to know, you're not going to get the answer. Especially when it's none of your business. It's none of your business. Whoever Tina is. And I really think at some point Tina is going to literally drive herself mad with this bullshit. Like, literally is going to start, because I'm looking at this and I keep looking at this temptation ahead, this little temptation ahead sign. I think that Tina is literally going to drive themselves to the point where they're going to start basically going internal with the investigation. Forget about asking other people. Tina's going to watch me and is just going to make up stuff. It's just going to make up stuff. So, like, let's say we're both at work and she's watching me and I haven't told her anything. We haven't talked all day. And she sees me talking to this guy, Tony. She's literally going to see me laughing and talking with this guy, Tony, and be like, oh my God, she's fucking having an affair. Oh my God, she's having an affair. She can't tell me. That's why she's not telling me anything, because she's having an affair with Tony. Like, it gives that kind of vibe. Like, she's literally just going to start making up shit in her head. Like, like, like maybe this is happening. Maybe this is happening. Maybe that happened. And I'm just going to say, I just want to say this before I let this go, because I'm going to let it go. You should not be that invested in somebody else's life. Like, not even really technically a friend or a family member. Because you can love somebody, you can love a friend, you can love a family member without behaving like that. Because literally everything that someone does is none of your business. Seriously. Like, nobody should be that invested in somebody's life that they're like watching them and then they're like making up shit in their head because they can't get the truth. It's none of your business. It's just like, if you subscribe. I was in love with the guy at work last year, right? I thought he had something going on with my friend. So I told my friend, I said, I love you. I want the best for you, but I can't be involved with you and him together. Like, I can't do that. Like, I can be friends with you, but I can't do whatever that is if the two of you are together. I never asked her if they were together. I never asked her if they were dating, if they were hanging out as friends. I never asked her any of that. Do you know why I didn't ask her any of that? Because it's none of my fucking business. Just like where I had feelings for him, it was none of her fucking business how deep my feelings went, why I felt that way, what he did to make me feel that way. That is none of her business. Do you see what I'm getting at? Like, you should never be that involved in someone's life that you think like every little minutia, every little thing, like, no, no, no. And it almost gives like Tina's kind of going off her rocker kind of vibes. I'm not even kidding. And again, I don't even know why I felt the need to tell the story like that. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys were entertained. I hope everybody has a fabulous Monday evening. I will talk to you later. Bye.